pumpkin. This is a great pumpkin pie. So many variations, but the great thing about this is it's so easy and it's utilising up that pumpkin. I mean, how cool is that? Okay, first of all, we need to make some pastry. Now, you can either do it individually or you can do it in a big 9-inch flying tin. I've decided to do it individually because it just looks a little bit more pretty as well. And the great thing about it is that you can, if you do them individually, or even if you want to do them in a big flan, once they're cooked, you can actually cut them up, portion them up, and put them in the freezer, and they turn out wonderfully for a rainy day. Okay, first of all, into a food processor, we're going to pop in these ingredients. Again, this is all done by the cup. Ditch the grams, ditch the ounces. So you're looking at popping the flour in onto the recipe, what's stated, the sugar, also the pinch of salt. Okay, and then what we're going to do here, we're just going to pulse this up. And I've added in the liquid as well, the oil and also the milk. If you haven't got any rice milk that says on the recipe, you can just use normal milk. And if you haven't got a food processor, mix it all by hand. This is what it'll look like. It's all very crumbly, okay? And then we're just going to pop this into the flan case. You don't need to roll it. You're literally taking it and making, I suppose, like a pastry case. But you're pressing it in. Because of the oil in there as well, it gives it the viscosity, but also that's basically what you're looking for, okay? We're going to preset the oven to gas 7, which is around 220 or 425, okay? I've used individual dishes. If you haven't got these or you haven't got a flan case, it doesn't matter. Any small dish will do. The chopped pumpkin that we've got, we're just going to pop it into a pan and we're just going to bring that up to a boil and we're just going to cook it down, okay? And then we're going to puree it up, ready to go into the pumpkin pie mixture. We have here the cooked pumpkin, which I've passed through a sieve, okay? And this pureed combination is that this is the basis of what we're going to make into the pumpkin pie. I'm just going to take the bowl, I'm just going to pop in the pumpkin, okay. I'm just going to soften this down into another bowl. What we're going to do is going to put in the sieved flour, which just goes straight in there, and both the sugars, okay. And then we're just going to pop in the mixed spice. And then we're just going to take the vanilla pod. If you haven't got a vanilla pod, then the great thing about this is just use some vanilla extract. Don't use any essence because it does tend to put not such a great taste on there. Just going to pop the seeds into there. I'm just going to mix all these together. Into the cold mixture of the pumpkin, I'm just going to pop in the whole eggs. In the recipe it says 2 to 3 eggs. If they're large eggs, then by all means 2, but if they're small little beauties like these are, again use 3. And I'm just going to add in the oil. And then all we're going to do today is we're just going to add that to the dry ingredients. I'm just going to mix all this together. I'm just going to add in the double cream or the rice milk, depending on what you want to use. Lovely. I should have been a chef. Okay, until all the mixture's gone. Okay, we're just going to pop these onto a baking tray. And again, these are going to go into the oven for around 10 minutes. And then we're just going to reduce the oven down after 10 minutes to gas for 175, 350. And again, these will then cook for approximately between 30 to 50 minutes, depending on your oven. These have been in here for 48 minutes now. Okay, I'm just going to bring these out. Okay. And it's still a little bit wobbly, which is great, just what I want them, and fabulous. Okay, we're just going to leave these to cool down, and then what we're going to do then is we're going to dish them up and enjoy. As you can see, these pumpkin pies are cool and ready to flip out of the actual case. Just going to get some clotted cream. I'm just going to pop a nice little piece just on the side, well, just on the top of it. Now you can actually dust that with a little bit of icing sugar,